And I'd like to welcome our membership for this for the annual meeting. And before we sort of officially start it, I would like to explain the way how we plan to conduct this meeting. As you all know, in our normal weekly meetings, we start at 11:30. Mike Wozniak will then talk to us about what's going on. We'll talk about forthcoming events. We'll make some announcements that refer to important actions or things within our organization. And then we will ask Sheeta normally to introduce the presenter. And she will also explain to the audience how we want to deal with questions, comments in the chat. And I believe before we officially start this very important annual membership meeting, we like to go through that same process. And before I officially start the actual meeting, I would like Mike to ask, as usual, to give us to tell us what is important, what is happening right now other than this meeting today.
Okay, thank you very much, Eckhart.
Let me also spotlight you.
Oh, you don't really need to. I'm going to just share my screen. So, bundle of announcements before we start the meeting today. Today, I remembered to create a thread on the message board for today's meeting. So if you have any questions or comments to make about today's AGM after the event, please use the relevant thread on the message board. Our 2025 classes are now booking, and just in case there are folks with us today who have never attended a Naples MUG class before. These run through January, February, and half of March. They're significantly longer than our normal meetings, running at 2.5 hours. So they're really in depth. And I've found them since I joined 4 years ago, absolutely incredibly useful for learning about new software and stuff. So with these huge advances that the Mac operating systems are making at the moment, pretty invaluable, I would say. Every single class provides a big old pile of notes afterwards, so there's much to carry away, much to retain afterwards. And do take a look. You can see everything on, as you'd expect, you can see everything on the NMUG website. And I'm clicking my mouse and nothing's happening. Haha. Okay. So this Saturday, looks like I need to attend this. This Saturday, we're running a special meeting, just particularly for people who have joined us through the last year or two who haven't previously been to a meeting in which we've actually discussed our message board and our website. Dan and I will be talking through the session, illustrating how everything functions on the website, illustrating most particularly how the message board works, how you can now approach the message board via your mail app, for example. I have no idea how many of our members are doing that, but I use it and it's so convenient and so easy. So we'll be covering all of that stuff, and also giving everyone an opportunity to ask questions, of course, which is the most important thing of all. So no idea, this might be quite a short meeting. I don't know, that depends on how many questions you have, but that's at 10 a.m. on Saturday of this week. On the subject of Dan, he has brilliantly introduced the facility to gift NMUG subscriptions via our website. And if you want to gift somebody an NMUG subscription, all you have to do is make sure you're signed in, go up to your name in the top right-hand corner of the website, go down to gift a membership and just follow the instructions. Easy peasy and a fantastic gift if you know somebody who loves Macs but doesn't know about Naples. And on the subject of easy peasy and saving money, I won't be mentioning this many more times because it'll be too late. But if you haven't already changed your plan to a rolling subscription, we recommend you do so. Again, if you just go to your name in the top right-hand corner once you're signed in, go down to subscription registration and hit the change plan button. If you change it to a recurring subscription, it means that your subscription for the future, for the until next time there's a price rise, it'll be fixed at $30 instead of the $40 rate, which will be introduced on the 1st of January. So well worth taking advantage of. No strings attached. If you 6 months in, if you suddenly think, do you know what, I don't want to do that, you can easily change the plan back to non-recurring. So I think that's it. So it looks as if, Sheeta, you've done an absolutely extraordinary bit of programming with this particular announcement, because I believe 18.2 is being released tomorrow. Is that right?
Yep.
If it is, it means that for those of us who daren't play with betas, we will be able at last to discover Apple Intelligence. Bart, for those of you who haven't met him, is a sensationally good speaker. He actually has, I think, for my money, he has the best accent on the planet. And he lives in the southern half of Ireland, where he's a cybersecurity expert and a fantastic presenter. And he'll be introducing Apple Intelligence. So good timing, good programming, and that's same time, same place next Wednesday. Also, of course, our last meeting of 2024. Today, as you know, is our AGM, but just before we hand the meeting over to Eckhart, I'm going to stop my share and just hand the chair to Sheeta just to say a few words about questions and all of that stuff. Floor's yours, Sheeta. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Do you want to spotlight me, Ek? Thank you. And I just want to clarify for a second. Bart will be introducing, well, not really introducing Apple Intelligence. Bart will be explaining why he feels Apple Intelligence is the best AI system because of how it protects our security. So as a security expert, he's going to delve into Apple Intelligence through that method. And thank you for the kudos for programming, Mike. It was interesting. It was interesting. So for everyone, I would like you to please put all your questions in the chat. We will get to them in the appropriate time. And if you can, please keep your mics muted. We will get to you as soon as we can. And we want to thank you for joining this meeting. We have quite a few of you. And thank you again, because not being a normal meeting, as Eckhart said, we were hoping that we would still have the volume of members attend. And thank you. All yours, Eckhart.
Thank you very much, Sheeta. And I have one request to Sheeta or maybe Dan. I would like to show our members the agenda for today's meeting. I think we posted it to the website, and also we probably included it in yesterday's reminder of this meeting today. But I think for the purpose of this meeting, I would like to use the monitor for our speakers, for our presenters. But I think it would probably be helpful for those who did not download the agenda to put it in the chat. I wonder whether you, Dan, or Sheeta could kindly do that so it is available for the duration of this meeting. Would that be a problem?
Can you do that, Sheeta? I'm in Vegas, so I don't have my computer.
I could, yeah, I'll have to find it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Thanks.
I appreciate that very much.
Can I interrupt? I have just found it, Sheeta, so if you'd like me to stick it in, I'm more than happy to.
Please do. Thank you very much, Mike.
Will do.
Thank you very much. And also, before this meeting, there was actually some membership action, very important action. There was a ballot for two things. We had to elect a director, number one, and we also felt, the board felt, that it was time to amend our bylaws as the nature of our organization has changed in such a dramatic way from physical meetings to basically just only virtual meetings and some other things that needed to be made more modern. And so we requested our membership to cast a vote on these two items, the election of a director and also the approval of new bylaws. And I would like to ask our secretary, Mary, to give us a brief report on where we stand with this ballot. Mary,
Well, yes, I'm here, and I do have the results. 184 votes were cast. Ed Evans was up for re-election as director, and 97% of those who voted yes. So Ed has become a renewed director on the board. As for the bylaws, 93% of the voters voted yes to the modernization of our bylaws. That was all we voted on.
Well, thank you very much, Mary. Let me just remove your spotlight and spotlight myself for everyone. I think this would be now at the very beginning of the meeting, just to remind all of us who we are and why we are here. The organization has officers like a president, a secretary, and a treasurer, maybe a vice president, but the membership does not elect these officers directly. The membership directs a board of directors. And the board of directors then elects annually its officers. Incidentally, we normally do that. The board elects its officers right at the end of the annual meetings. So today, at the end of this meeting, the board will meet very briefly and elect its officers for the next year. And so I think we, the board, are really the organization, the forum that makes major decisions, looks after the interest of where we're going, elects officers, dismisses officers perhaps, and but is basically responsible for where we are and for the direction in which we are going. We have 7 members, and I am extremely pleased to have the pleasure to working with 6 of these members in a very harmonious way. And what I would like to do after I make some more general remarks regarding the state of our organization, I would like to ask each board member to show him or herself very briefly, make a few comments so that you know who these people are. I think you know most of them very well anyway. And then they will also talk about, and some of them in greater depth, of where we presently are with our certain programs and where we intend to go for the next few months. So this should be, I think, a very exciting presentation and should give the membership a pretty comprehensive picture of where we are today and also about the direction in which we are going. And I think that after we have done that, we would really appreciate if the membership would then take the opportunity, which they really have once a year at the annual meeting, to make comments, ask questions, and so forth. And we have set a time that we end this meeting by 12:45 Eastern time. If it takes a few more minutes, that should be okay. If it takes few minutes, that should also be okay, because as Mike indicated, there's always room on our message board if a question comes up even later, but is relevant to what we are discussing today. It can be posted to the website. So with that, let me see whether I have done that. Oh yes, about our board though. I think there's one person that I should. Well, I'll wait until we give each board member a chance for a brief presentation. Let me then talk about this past year, 2024. It has been nothing short of extraordinary. We've had set very high standards for excellence, and I'm proud to say